Hi, my name is Ariel Drake, and this is my practice teaching video for Breakthrough. Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mrs. Drake.
Today's lesson will be how to write a hypothesis for a scientific experiment. Does anyone have any idea what a hypothesis is? Okay, Minhot, what do you think a hypothesis is?
It is an idea that can be tested.
Yes, Minhot, that is correct. Now, there are several things that makes a great hypothesis, but I came up with 3 main points. For starters, it has to be able to be tested. It has to be a statement, and always remember this guideline when writing a hypothesis. If I do this, then this will happen, and I will go on to explain that more here soon. A hypothesis is an educated guess, everyone, which means it is okay to be wrong. That is how you learn to write a great hypothesis and learn from your mistakes. So, after you think of a question and you make your educated guess to what you think the answer is, then you do your research. And then the fun part is testing your hypothesis to see if you were correct. Always remember that your hypothesis has to be able to be tested through an experiment. Now I'm going to give you an example. My question is, will a banana last longer in the fridge or on a countertop? Now, I think that a banana will last longer in the fridge because if it stays a constant, cold temperature, then it will remain fresher for a longer time. Now I am ready to write my hypothesis. My hypothesis is, if you refrigerate a banana, it will last longer than if you leave it on the countertop. Now that I have a hypothesis, I can conduct an experiment and see if I was correct. Now students, does this make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, Mackenzie?
Can my hypothesis be a question?
Great question, Mackenzie, but no, it can't. It is important that your hypothesis is a statement, answering a question that you have. Try and use the words if and then. A hypothesis is like a cause and effect. For a testable hypothesis, think about what type of experiment you'll need to conduct. Identify the variables like the independent and dependent variables and figure out what is controlled. Then, be sure to include those variables in your hypothesis. If you don't remember what independent and dependent variables are, then refer to your notes from last week. Now it is your turn to practice. Write down your own hypothesis on a sheet of paper, and I will pick 2 of you to share with the class. Okay. Everyone ready?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, Amy, go ahead and share your hypothesis.
If you get at least 8 hours of sleep at night, then you will do better on a test than someone who gets less sleep.
Great hypothesis, Amy. You use the words if and then, which is great, and it can definitely be tested. But when you conduct your experiment, make sure you know that there are some things that can affect your hypothesis, like how much a person studies for that test or what kind of breakfast they ate. Now, Dave, what was your hypothesis?
Coke is better than Pepsi.
Good try, Dave, but this wouldn't make a good hypothesis because it can't be tested. To make this into a hypothesis, you could say, when students drink both Coke and Pepsi, more students will think that Coke tastes better. With this hypothesis, you could make a really fun experiment. Make sure you all remember when you answer your questions about what you think will happen in a science experiment that you are making a hypothesis. Okay, everyone. Before we pack up and leave, I wrote a hypothesis rap to help you guys remember the things we learned today. There's a copy of this rap on your desk, so listen to me sing it once, and then I would like for you guys to sing along with me. Okay. When writing a hypothesis, you make a guess before you put it to the test. Gotta try your best. Think back to what you know and do your best. It's an educated guess. You gotta predict and test. Take a risk and guess, and it's the hypothesis quest. Woohoo! Okay, you guys ready?
We're ready.
Say it together.
Okay.
When writing a hypothesis, you make a guess before you put it to the test. Gotta try your best. Think back to what you know and do your best. It's an educated guess. You gotta predict and test. Take a risk and guess. It's the hypothesis quest. Word!
Awesome job, guys. Thank you, and I hope you learned a lot today, and I will see you tomorrow.
See you
Thanks,
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Get ready to make your own hypothesis, and you're going to write your own experiments, and then you're going to test them.
Okay.
See you guys later.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.